Hello everyone. First, I just want to apologize for not getting this video out last week because the incursion. We're very busy, but back to it this week, and the video is Escalation Mission of the Week. And I'm also going to show you where all of the loot containers are per mission in this video as well. So how do we rate the mission? How do we say it's the one for the week? It's just the best one that I think it is to farm, whether that's difficulty, the amount of containers there are to pick up as well, knowing that prototype can drop inside of containers. And this week's not too bad. Jefferson Trade Center, Federal Emergency Bunker, Grand Washington Hotel, and Camp White Oak are all quite easy to farm. I'd say the easiest mission there is Camp White Oak. You can get that done quite quick, and Grand Washington Hotel, that can be done very quickly as well. Bunker's also one of my favorite farms. Jefferson Trade Center does have a few tricky areas. Pathway Park is definitely the most difficult mission of the week. So it doesn't matter what tier you're farming these on, I always advise to farm them on the highest tier you're comfortable with. If you're taking 40 minutes plus to complete one of these, you probably want to lower it. You're looking at like 20 to 30 minute clears maximum. Now, in terms of containers, Pathway Park has 5 to open for a chance of extra prototype. Camp White Oak has the most with 15 containers. Grand Washington Hotel has 8, Jefferson has 6, and Federal Emergency Bunker has 5. So the daily farm, I'd definitely be hitting Camp White Oak every day to open all the containers, and maybe even Grand Washington Hotel for the 8. And remember, you can go on multiple characters as well to open those containers. That's my advice for this week's farm. Camp White Oak being my mission of the week. I'm now going to show you where all of the containers are per mission. Timestamps in the video description if you just want to see which mission has the containers you are looking for. Thank you for watching. As always, support these videos with a like and comment, and subscribe if you're new. Enjoy the rest of the video. There are 5 loot containers that you can find in the Pathway Park mission. The first one is just a couple of areas in. You'll notice that there is a rope you can shoot down. Once you've shot down this rope here, climb up for a faction box. As you progress through the mission, you'll need to interact with this computer. After interacting with it, you'll find your second container, but also the Kajika key. Make sure you pick up the Kajika key for a container at the end of the mission, otherwise you will not be able to collect it. Continue on with the mission until you get to the part where you are going through trains. At this bit, there's a container locked inside a train, and you need to shoot a junction box to open the door. As you are headed towards the end of the mission, you'll come through this cave section, and you'll find container number 4. As long as you've got the Kajika key from earlier, you'll be able to get the 5th collectible at the end of the mission. To end the mission, you are required to interact with a laptop. Don't do this before you open Kajika's door to get the container though. If you hit the laptop first, you might miss out on a prototype. There are 15 loot containers inside the Camp White Oak mission. The first one could be found after the first area, after kicking down this fence.
1 leader, we're starting our push towards the helipad.
Copy that, Unit 1 leader. Godspeed.
Intercepting Black Tusk Communications.
Continue on in the mission until you have to climb this big ladder. After this, you'll find 2 loot containers.
Approaching your position.
Copy that. We gotta move, Chief.
Are you talking to me? talking to. Gather your shit and let's go.
Right after the last two containers, just push forward, and on the fork in the road, take a left. You'll find two more loot containers.
Where are we going? Into the tunnel, Chief.
They must be cutting through the bunker. There's an entrance just ahead. You should still be able to catch them.
From the last two containers, just head into the next area, clear all the enemies, and there'll be two more containers. From the last two, just head into the next area, clear it out again to find a black tusk container. From the black tusk container, head through the gate and take a sharp left to find another container.
This is JTF Unit 1 leader. We're pinned down, taking heavy losses. Is the helipad locked down? Negative! We can't break through! Shit. We can't let Ellis...
Once you enter the lake house, you'll find two more containers. And then the final four containers of Camp White Oak can be found in the second to last area of the mission, where you have to secure the Holly Lodge. There are 8 loot containers inside of Grand Washington Hotel. The first is at the very start of the mission when you enter the hotel. Just be sure to also grab the sweet free key from the body. You'll need this to get 2 containers later on.
We're under attack. It might be a diversion, so be ready.
After clearing the atrium, you'll head upstairs. You'll find 2 containers in this corridor. After you use a lift, you'll be in this area here, where you'll find 2 more loot containers. From the last containers, just continue heading upstairs, and this is where you'll find Suite 3. If you picked up the key from earlier off the body, you'll be able to get yourself 2 more containers. And then after grabbing these two, just head out onto the rooftop to find the final container of the mission. Jefferson Trade Center has 6 loot containers for you to find. The first one is in the 3rd area. The second container can be found right next to where you got to reactivate the Isaac node.
There should be a terminal that'll let you reactivate the node.
Straight after the last container, you'll head upstairs and you'll find your 3rd container.
Continue your sweep of the complex.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hello?
The next container will be at the end of the parking garage area. You'll find your next container just before the area where you locate Agent Espinosa. And the final container in Jefferson Trade Center is in the area where you find Agent Espinosa. There are 5 loot containers inside of the Federal Emergency Bunker mission. The first one can be found as soon as you've cleared the first area. After the 3rd area of the mission and as you're heading upstairs, you'll find container number 2. You'll find a 3rd container once you've cleared out this generator room. The 4th container can be found after you've cleared out the kitchen. And the last container of the mission can be found once you finish with the room where you have to put out all the fires.